What's good, y'all? Jusstrophys here, expert jeweler. Today we're going to be reacting to hip-hop jewelers, the biggest scammers in hip-hop. Now, this title is true, I ain't gonna lie, you feel me? Like, I've had three people today call me telling me that they just found out their jewelry's fake, contains moissanite, and all types of stones, and they want to see what I could do about it, but it's crazy. Like, I can't mention any of the jewelers either because, you know, safety purposes. They have people that are willing to crash out to protect their name and their image, you feel me? So, you know, if you own any jewelry, just get it tested, you feel me? Just get it tested. Especially if you went to a big jeweler. Like, you went to a big jeweler, get it tested. Make sure you know what's actually in your piece, in your pendant, your watch. Just make sure you know what type of stones are actually in those, you feel me? But, you know, let's dive in. Let's see what's going on.
Was there a single purchase where you're like, I can't believe I just spent that much money on that?
Yeah,
or
man.
A credit card bill that you got where you're staring at that bill and going like, I can't believe how much I
who got the most money that I wish I could get back? Jacob the jeweler, man. I spent over almost $1 million with Jacob over the years.
Spent $1 million in jewelry.
How many of these watches have
have
these guys sold to people that didn't catch it, like me or Lil Baby?
Like,
Lil Baby wouldn't have caught it if he didn't Instagram it. Right. If he never Instagrammed it, he'd be sitting there with his $40 watch thinking it's worth $500,000, isn't it?
That's making a lot of noise, man. That's hollow.
Yo, you just never had a lot of chains on top of each other. Any rapper in the game that wear their chains on top of each other, they gonna do like that. I'm sorry, it don't matter who it is. From
that
migos,
sound real to you, Envy?
They gonna do that.
Anybody
can do that.
This is sound like some TikTok.
They had you on that fake watchbusters.com.
Yeah, plenty of times, but right now this is real though.
If there's any genre that has diamonds built into its DNA, it's hip-hop. Since Slick Rick's early days of displaying decadence to the crazy creations that Ghostface used to sport in the dawn of the bling era, jewelry purchases are nothing new in the game. In truth, it's become such an accepted part of the culture that even before an MC has truly accomplished anything, the lure of the Diamond District can be too strong to resist. As Kanye once famously put it on Touch the Sky, I went to Jacob an hour after I got my advance, I just wanted to shine. But while many of us once stared at these larger-than-life figures and assumed that every gram of diamond, platinum, and gold that they'd purchased was as legitimate as they come, the darker underbelly of the jewelry game has gradually made its way to the surface. At one stage, the culture of flossing in hip-hop was previously thought to be on life support when in 2009, the Wall Street Journal posted an expose on how the recession and changes in the music industry had melted rappers' ice and led them to look for cheaper alternatives. A lot of these rappers simply don't have the money for the real stuff anymore, proclaimed Beverly Hills jeweler Jason Arashaban said at the time. It's to the point where they are wearing imitation jewelry. And that's ridiculous.
Just overcharging.
But as platforms such as YouTube and SoundCloud became star factories and hip-hop ascended to the rank of the world's most popular genre, flexing your diamonds returned with a vengeance. And soon, every rapper with even a regional hit was splashing out on signature pendants, busted iron watches, iced-out grills, and more. And once again, a new generation of impressionable hip-hop lovers took their extravagant purchases and claims of massive spending sprees at face value. But with the rise of social media, these rappers' purchases are under more scrutiny than ever before.
I'm getting on the stone, bro. I'm getting on the stone, bro.
Nah, man, come on.
Where'd you get your jewelry from, dog?
Nah, bro, hold on.
And as it has become clear, fakes are littered all over in today's marketplace. In today's marketplace, moissanite, yo, y'all wouldn't believe the jewel. Like, I can't expose this shit, bro, because my safety, like, yo, some of these jewelers got hitman crash out dummies, like, that'll crash out for some grills, you feel me? Like, so I can't even expose this shit, like, the way I want to, but, yo, like, I'm a jeweler, expert jeweler. I see tons of pieces come through the shop. I throw it under the DIA True Jumbo scanner, put a picture down here. You feel me? That's the dirty jeweler exposer, the dirty jeweler stopper. But, you know, I throw it in there and I see tons of pieces, bro. Moissanite, all of that. Like, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Jewelry like a label pendant piece are such important status symbols that there are even fake chains being made to allow struggle rappers to fake a cosign from their favorite crews such as Lil Baby's 4PF or 21 Savage's Slaughter Gang. But while these fakes were being sold on sites like eBay or Alibaba, there's a lot of proof that even if you think you're going somewhere trustworthy, things are not always what they seem. And now rappers are becoming more vigilant than ever.
Stop buying all this jewelry without knowing what you're doing, Lil Durk warned his fellow artists in September of this year. A lot of this stuff fake, and some is overpriced. Get one jeweler and stick to him. I'm telling you, y'all gonna be when the truth come out. With counterfeits flooding the market, a whole online subculture dedicated to detecting and exposing fakes has sprung up. Most notably, IG account Fake Watchbusters has outed countless famous MCs and athletes for sporting counterfeit goods. Just 3 days after Durk's warning to upcoming rappers, one of the most infamous examples of a rapper being finessed by jewelers came to light. When Lil Baby showed off the 400,000 Patek Philippe watch that he'd worn as a part of his Met Gala fit on Instagram, fans and fake watchbusters alike were quick to tell him that it wasn't the real deal. Within hours, Lil Baby placed Raffaello & Co., the outlet that sold him the timepiece, on blast. Now at Raffaello & Co., y'all know better than to sell me, of all people, a fake or anything that could be called a fake, he wrote on Instagram. I stand on my name the same way y'all should. Ain't no such thing as a mistake when that money get involved. Suddenly faced with bad publicity, the owners issued a statement which claimed that, I personally would never knowingly sell him or anyone else anything that is not 100% authentic. I have known Lil Baby for a while and there's nothing fake about him, especially his jewelry and watches. I want to personally apologize to Lil Baby for what has transpired. Raffaello & Co. took immediate action to rectify this. We pride ourselves in being an honest business and will take great care to make sure nothing like this ever happens again.
My thing is, how do you sell a $400,000 watch and not know it's fake? How are you charging someone $400,000 and not taking the necessary measures to make sure that it's an authentic watch? Like, how is that even possible?
But despite their assurances that this was a one-time oversight, Vlad TV suggested that this wasn't an isolated incident and detailed his own run-ins with R&Co.
I actually had a bad experience with the same company. I had actually traded in a rose gold Hublot King Power watch. Beautiful. You know, we did a deal where I gave him that watch and he gave me a Rolex Presidential in yellow gold. When I went to go get it appraised and looked at, you know, for my insurance and so forth, we come to find out that one of the links on the back of it was rose gold instead of yellow gold. And then we come to find out that the actual, you know, glass on the watch wasn't even Rolex glass. So I had to spend a few $1,000s to get this watch back into its original shape. How many of these watches have, you know, have these guys sold to people that didn't catch it, like me or Lil Baby? Lil Baby wouldn't have caught it if he didn't Instagram it. Right. If he never Instagrammed it, he'd be sitting there with his $40 watch thinking it's worth $500,000.
Make no mistake,
that's crazy.
Like,
if they're able to do this to people like Vlad and Lil Baby, what do you think they're doing to your average Joe? Like, come on, like, what do you, like, yo, if you have jewelry and you went to someone big, like a big name, like, get it tested, Go to a jeweler with a tester that differentiates between moissanite, lapstone, CVD, HPT, however you say it. All them different types of stones that are not natural diamonds. Go to a jeweler, make sure they have a tester that can expose those. Because it's crazy, like.
Aren't the only culprits here. In fact, when you look at nearly every major outlet that hip-hop has helped popularize, it has been accused of scamming to some degree. Since the early 2000s, the world of hip-hop and jewelry have been closely intertwined and led a lot of salesmen to have personal relationships with rappers. And while for the famed Jacob the Jeweler, who ended up doing 2 years in prison due to claims that he laundered money for the BMF crew, it all ended disastrously for the most part. They're making money hand over fist, and in some cases, doing it all with products that some claim aren't what they say they are. Among the most famous West Coast jewelers, Ben Baller, the go-to guy for everyone from Kanye to Tyler the Creator and Nas, was accused of being a scammer by DJ Akademiks. And moreover, Ak claimed he isn't the only one.
While you've preyed on the young black artists who've came up, you've overpriced jewelry by hundreds of thousands of dollars when they could have used that money to feed their family or done other things with it. You've preyed only on rappers. You don't prey on nobody else. You're not over there trying to get to Wall Street.
You see, and what Ak is saying is, like, people are going to be like, oh, well, who's telling these guys to spend $100,000 instead of feed their family? All right, let me tell you something. Like, when you're purchasing the right kind of jewelry, you feel me? You're getting natural stones. You're getting good gold, real 10K gold, not mixed with silver and all types of, you know, real 10K gold that actually comes up to 10K gold. It maintains its value. It holds its value. It's not like $100,000 in the trash. No, it's $100,000 put into gold and diamonds to create something. You feel me? It'll maintain its value now. Not all the value, but it'll still maintain a good lump sum of it. And, you know, gold and diamonds goes up. It goes up by the years. It goes up by the years. You feel me? So it's messed up. They spending $100,000 on something they think is going to keep its value, when whole time, you gotta mix it. Gotta mix some moisture in there, and they gotta mix some bullshit in there, and it's not holding no value.
The only prey on African American rappers who just got a big advance check with what they think is theirs. Ben Baller is nothing but a scammer, a thief, a liar, someone who is just down to finesse them. And I'll keep using my voice and my platform to let them know. Of this. These jewelers are the biggest scammers. But you know what? There's a lot of people who scam in the hip hop. So I ain't gonna say nothing until you start talking about me. Once you start talking about me, I'll expose your scam.
Where Act didn't go into specifics about whether his wares were fake or not, there are other figures in hip-hop who go out of their way to let the world know if what a jeweler is selling isn't what it claims to be. In 2019, Young Thug claimed that Icebox, the famed jewelers in Atlanta, tried to extort him by giving him new pieces without asking for any money, only to later send him a bill in a practice that he called predatory. Despite his prominence in the field, another man whose name is not without controversy is Elliot Eliante, jeweler to Migos and the creator of Lil Uzi's infamous $24 million forehead diamond. Earlier this year, he felt the wrath of Sauce Walka, who claimed that the famous dealer was very much entrenched in the practice of selling CVD diamonds.
Not the CVD.
Oh no, you did not jump in my diamond business. Eliante, you hot BB diamond scamming artist. That's why the rest of them jewelers be on your carbon vaccinated CVD diamond selling. First of all, let's just make this clear. See, I take off with Quavo and Amigo. I got a relationship with them. They're like my brother. You been on my DM, on my still in my jury style for 4 years, and I say, don't you play these games. We want to know why Uzi don't what you want to know, little baby don't what you, because your diamonds is fake. As soon as they go to another jeweler, they put it in that machine, that X-ray machine, they show you these are CBD diamonds, carbon vaccinated diamonds.
Tested.
Rather than being alone in the allegations of this practice, Johnny Dang, otherwise known as TV Johnny, has since been dogged by claims that he did exactly the same thing by a former employee. But where most of these claims have come from outside the industry, there is one shadowy figure that's all too happy to let anyone know that's asking in on what goes down in the fake jewelry game. Known as Raheem the Jeweler, he's since made a side hustle for himself, exposing the ins and outs of how much money he makes off fake jewelry, and in one case, which rapper is purchasing it from him.
I've had a couple customers that I really don't want to name for because it's gonna, it can mess with my bread.
So you telling me that this knockoff right here is $1 million business?
Yeah, a little bit more than that. I mean, I will say this. It's already out in the open. My biggest customer last year was Soulja Boy. He bought the presidential with the black face, with the white
There's nothing wrong with fakes unless you're trying to finesse with them.
I got the bust down.
With dealers such as Raheem serving up fakes that are undetectable to the untrained eye, the idea of copying fake jewelry has even become a topic of debate among OGs. During a Clubhouse discussion that was hosted by Jusstrophys and sparked by the news that Chad Ochocinco had purchased fake watches to save money, NY veteran Mano discussed how the identity crisis that artists feel and the nature of the industry could pressurize them into purchasing fake jewelry. While from Crooked Eye's vantage point, the concept of rappers and athletes making the practice of buying cheaper alternatives known might actually promote good spending habits in those who look up to them.
You know what, Royce? As far as that, it's like, why even buy a replica watch and then say it's fake? Like, you better off not buying it at all, right? But I understand the mentality to feel or look like or have to fit in. Like, I want to act like this is a real Audemars. I want to act like this is a real Patek, and you got the money to do it, but you won't do it. I don't get that. Like, you might as well just go straight bare with nothing. You know what I mean? Go get you a Seiko or something like that.
Do y'all think that energy is transferring to the youth though? Like, if somebody say, "Yo, I can afford this," you know what I'm saying, but I'll be wearing fake. I'm wearing replicas. You know what I mean? I'm spending less money. Is there a jewel in there for the youth in any of that energy? Can the youth pull out and say, you know what, maybe a bunch of jewelry ain't what I need to be on right now? Because my favorite football player, he just said he ain't even wearing real jewelry.
Considering that nearly every major broker in the game has at least one person claiming that they're pulling the wool over their clients' eyes, it seems like if a rapper of the stature of Lil Baby can get caught out, no one is safe. Whether it's a byproduct of the dangers of being ripped off or not, it's unsurprising that there's a new crop of rappers who've decided that they should no longer value the flashiness over financial security and shrewder investments. Case in point, the formerly iced out 21 Savage.
One is because everybody wears jewelry. I outgrew it. I'm getting a little wiser and growing. So another reason is because the richest people that I've ever met in my life, they never had on jewelry. Every time I meet somebody who's very, very rich, like wealthy, I never seen them with jewelry on. And ever since I've been saving money and not spending it on jewelry, I've been getting way richer.
And he's far from alone either. Recently, when asked about why he doesn't own any Cuban chains, Corday explained that the numbers just don't stack up in the way that many rappers seem to assume.
If you talk with any actual like accountant or person that like is an expert in finances, they're gonna tell you, okay, how much money you really have to buy $100,000 Cuban to like really be able to like actually afford it in a knowledgeable and smart way. They're gonna be like, you need to have like 30 million. We don't have a 401k. We don't have no retirement plan.
Encouraging as
what he's saying is, like I said before, it does not matter, because when you're buying jewelry, you're taking money and putting it into something. You know, it's supposed to maintain its value and retain its value. It's supposed to be an asset. You feel me? When you're buying a house, you don't need 30 million. Why? Because, you know, you're buying the house, the property will maintain its value. Could go up, it could go down depending on what's in the area. You feel me? A bunch of shootouts and stuff, property value's gonna go down. Now, if they're building McDonald's and Walmart and all that all around the area, the property value's gonna go up. As long as you're buying the right kind of jewelry from the right person with the right stuff, right gold, natural diamonds, you're good. You don't need 30 million to spend 100K on jewelry. You don't need 30 million to spend 100K on a house.
Their words are, considering that the culture of showing off, no matter the cost, is still very much ingrained in hip-hop, you can expect that most rappers will still be flocking to buy what they hope is real jewelry for years to come. So, as long as staying iced out remains as much of a priority for MCs as it ever was, you can bet that unless they take the time to root out the shadier dealers once and for all, we'll be seeing more scandals over fake watches and CVD diamonds in the years to come.
See, he only mentioned CVD. He didn't even mention moissanite. Like, yo, moissanite is taking over. Moissanite is taking over. It's in everyone's jewelry. Not in mine, not the jewelry I make, but it's in everyone's jewelry. Like, yo, it's crazy. Like, I reacted to this video, Windy City Renzo. He goes to Miami and he's testing everyone's jewelry using a diamond tester pen that lets you know if it's moissanite or real diamonds. And yo, everybody's jewelry is popping off moissanite, and they're saying, oh, I went to this jeweler, and these are big, well-known jewelers. So it's out there. I have a video on my YouTube channel where one of my clients sent me over a piece. They wanted to melt it down and put it towards their new piece. I received the piece, I tested, do my normal inspection. Come to find out, this piece has all types of diamonds. He spent around 6-7K. The piece was only worth like $700. Like, it's crazy. Like, y'all gotta get y'all stuff tested. You feel me? And then be careful with who you going to and all that. You feel me? Y'all stay safe, shop smarter. And until next time, let me know what other videos y'all want me to react to. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, all of that. You feel me? Till next time.